Hey, what's going on YouTube fam? This is LC with Loyal Crypto. Thank you for joining me today. So today, man, I got a new project for you guys. Have you heard of a decentralized web? Have you heard of Web 3.0? Have you heard of this thing called cryptocurrency that's trying to create some type of form of decentralization? Well, today I have all three packed in one. This is a project here that's looking to create Web 3.0, a completely decentralized web. So users around the world can actually get their freedom back and don't have to worry about anyone tracking them on the web. So the project today is MetaHash, and it goes by the ticker MHC. Now, MetaHash is a proof of stake blockchain that rewards on staking on nodes, okay? Now, the difference between proof of stake and proof of work is that proof of work takes up a lot of energy, it takes up a lot of power, and it also has some environmental concerns. With proof of stake, we have a cleaner environment, faster transaction times, and it also takes less power and electricity, so you don't have to worry about the fastest or biggest computer winning most of the share. It actually pays off what you stake, okay? So everyone has a fair claim to the game. Now, MetaHash is the sponsor of today's video, and I had to bring it to the community because I'm all about finding new passive ways of making income, because making passive income is how you gain wealth. And how you gain wealth is having your money work for you while you sleep, okay? So now I'm gonna dive into the project, and I'm actually seeing some nice things on the chart. So yeah, you're not gonna wanna miss this one. Alright, so if you like content like this, definitely hit the like button, subscribe, and share, because I'm going to constantly keep coming to you with ways to make money in this crypto space, okay? Now, like I said, today's project is MetaHash, and we have a price today of 3 cents. That's 0.0318, and that's up 19.7%. The market cap now is currently $82 million, and we have a circulating supply of 2.57 billion, alright? Now, it is ranked number 413, and yeah, I've been hearing some people in the community commenting in the section talking about when you gonna get to MetaHash, when you gonna get to MetaHash. Well, now I am finally at MetaHash, okay? And I'm seeing some interesting things in this chart now. So if I look at the 24-hour, you see a nice little staircase ladder here. I'll go out to 7 days, and I see another staircase formation. Now let me go out to 14 days. And again, I keep constantly seeing this thing go up, find support, take a little dip, and then consolidate before it takes its next step up. So I'm going to get to this in a second, but let me go over to their website just to tell you a little bit about what MetaHash is. Alright, so we're on MetaHash's website, and immediately you see fast, secure, and decentralized. So fast, the validation rate is under 3 seconds. Performance is over 50,000 TPS, okay? So secure, it's protected by a multi-POS consensus algorithm, and decentralized, anyone can add transaction nodes to the MetaHash network. Now, the reason why I'm interested in MetaHash is because we hear things in the news about how Bitcoin miners in China are destroying the environment because it's taking so much electricity and power, and they're not using clean energy. That's taking a negative effect on the global environment and the crypto environment. When you hear things like that in the news in the marketplace, crypto gets a bad name, okay? I have friends that work for Fortune 100 companies, and they all know I do crypto. They come to me with questions talking about, why are miners in crypto causing this much environmental damage? What's the future of crypto gonna be? Isn't government gonna shut crypto down because of this massive environmental concern? And I tried to explain to them, there's multiple ways to invest in cryptocurrency, and mining isn't the only way. Now, proof of work is completely different from proof of stake. That's the next thing I had to break down to them, because they had to understand that there's an easier way for cryptocurrency to migrate into the future. If cryptocurrency is gonna have a message saying that this is gonna be the wave of the future, we can't be doing things like causing harm to the environment, because we already done that. We know how fossil fuels is destroying the ozone layer. We understand that coal should be a thing of the past. So if cryptocurrency is truly gonna hold and embody the message that this is gonna be the wave of the future, we have to also walk that same talk. And that also goes for mining, okay? Now, even if environmental changes are not at the top of your list and you're just looking to make money in crypto, you also have to understand electricity and power counts towards your bottom line. If you're running these massive computers, you have to think about the amount of money that you're spending on mining these currencies. So I think proof of stake is going to be the seamless way into the future, because it simply just makes more sense. It's more efficient, less power, better for the ecosystem. Let's do it. Let's change the future. This is cryptocurrency, baby, and we're talking about MetaHash. MetaHash is doing all of it. Now, let me get off my soapbox and I want to scroll down and talk about what MetaHash is. So MetaHash is the next generation network based on blockchain 4.0 technology for sharing digital assets and a platform for creating and managing decentralized apps and services in real time. Now, the four components of the system, you have TraceChain, MetaApps, MetaGate, and MetaHashCoin. So first, let's start with TraceChain. TraceChain is the fastest and most secure blockchain. More than 5 billion transactions per day, no more than 3 seconds to validate a transaction. Wow, man, I'm gonna have to give them a round of applause for that one, because one of the most common things that we're finding as a problem in the community today is the latency. The latency issue and the high gas fees right now are going to kill the bull run if it's not fixed. Now, we have a lot of different plays in the market that's trying to fix it, and I like what MetaHash is doing because it has it as one of its core initiatives, and it's also building Web 3.0, which factors in a lot of other things. Next, MetaApps. So the next generation of smart contracts, decentralized real-time applications that are operated like regular web services and developed with the help of any programming language, including C++, PHP, Solidity, and others. Now the MetaGate. So the MetaGate is where the decentralized internet comes into play. So decentralized apps directory and a multi-asset wallet that won't overload your computer. Okay, so this is how you're making money from MetaHash in your background just by living your life. You're browsing on your computer, you can easily make passive income because you're working in unison with the network. Okay, you're helping build the network just by living your life by using the MetaGate and using your browser. I love this idea. And here you have the MetaHash coin. MetaHash coin is used to ensure the reliability of the network, exchange services, and regulate its self-financing and development. So we have some great core initiatives, and I think this thing is definitely going in the right direction. Now, how did we attain such swiftness? This is what everyone wants to know. Okay, so 1, transactions being in the outer radius and then run into the core network using the fastest route. 2, each stage approves a transaction on its way to the core. 3, the fastest nodes of the core network synchronizes transactions between themselves. 4, core network returns the balance of the wallets to the network, which verifies the correctness of the calculations. All right. Now 5, backup data goes into the classic blockchain, verifying network integrity. And finally 6, anchors hashed from the longest chain of blocks are stored on the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other networks. Boom. So they definitely have a compatibility with the top 2 cryptocurrencies, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum, and that is huge. They also have in the works introducing more cryptocurrency into the MetaHash ecosystem. So I think this is just like I said, you're getting in at the early stages, and whoever gets in at the early stages are the ones that's going to make the most wins. They make the most returns, they took the most risk, and they get the most rewards. So we're getting into MetaApps a little more in depth. Now, I think with MetaApps, they're basically building the backbone of the new internet. We had to really understand this. This is the infrastructure to the new internet, Web 3.0, a decentralized web, completely decentralized. This is what I feel we need in the cryptocurrency space that is evolving into the new world, all right? So cloud service of smart real-time applications. MetaApps is the evolution of smart contracts and can be used to decentralize any service. These are independent programs that can exist forever and do not belong to anyone. They work exactly as programmed and cannot be tampered with by third parties. Now the MetaApp advantages. Run in real time. It's as fast as regular web services and applications. Any GUI design can look like ordinary applications or web pages. That means they have regular domains that resolve with www, onion, and tor. All right. Now, this is definitely something that you could look into, because when the internet was originally being built, a lot of people were competing and bidding on domains. Okay. Now with this, you can actually buy hash domains and you can compete in the same market that they were competing in back in the late 1990s. Okay. So you can buy a hash domain and actually resell it for more. You can get into that whole game. So there's multiple ways to make money in this space outside of making passive income. This is definitely something I'm going to look at with reselling domains. So I'm going to drop hashtag.space in the description because it's a dot where you can actually buy these domains. So that's a whole nother game. I'm gonna let you guys have fun with it. Now the MetaGate. The MetaGate is where we make our passive incomes. So boom, the gateway to the decentralized internet. MetaGate is an open source program, so all developers can embed parts of its code into the applications in browsers. You can download MetaGate client there. Now, multi-asset wallet. The wallet supports light mode without downloading the entire blockchain. That's great. So you actually don't need the entire blockchain to get this done, okay? So data comes from direct sources of the decentralized network and is checked by the user. Private keys from all blockchains used will be stored by the user. So you still keep your private keys, so not to worry there. And you have a wallet that's already set up in the download of MetaGate. That's beautiful. So applications catalog of decentralized applications in the browser to work with them. Any decentralized application built on MetaHash can be accessed not only by the standard internet domain, but also via MetaGate or allocated to a separate program. Okay, so MetaHash's coin, the MetaHash financial model. MetaHash is a self-financing system with self-development process embedded in its genetic code. MetaHash coin is used for payments, transactions, data storage, operation of applications, and other services. Okay, so there's definitely a lot of great things that we have in here. I want you guys to dive into the website and look a little more. But now I want to get over to the chart to show you what I'm seeing. I'm over here on TradingView. I have a MetaHash chart pulled up, matched with Tether. Now I use the 2-hour charts, you guys know that. And what I'm seeing currently is a nice little setup. If I scroll out here, you can see we had a massive run. This was only the end of December. Let me get my fib extension. And what we see here is we had a high, what was that? That was around March 9th. So let's pull this out here. And we have some massive pumping going on here in the chart. This is basically telling me that it's trying to break away from this floor. Okay, now if I zoom in a little bit, you can see there has some ebbs and tides in there as well. And as I scroll out, you can see that it's making some nice staircases up, okay? Now, I avoid these tops here because it's not a strong enough wick for me to build a chart off of, but I basically see that as anomalies. This is showing me that there's some buying going on where it wants to break to the upside. And look down here at our volume, okay? The volume tells it all. You can see these massive spikes in volume, and this is currently where we're at now. These massive spikes, you don't see these massive spikes over here. That means this thing is ready to break. The time of me recording this video is April 1st, and April is a huge month in cryptocurrency. I think most of the crypto projects are gonna start pumping right now. I know my portfolio is looking really nice because everyone's speculating that April is going to be a massive push in cryptocurrency. So the same with this project, I think this is gonna do the same as well. So let me go over to a day chart and see what's going on, what's the story. And we can see that back in, we'll say, March of 2019, you see these highs. Let me go to the chart on CoinGecko so you can see the whole picture. So I'm back on CoinGecko, and if I click on the max chart, you can see that we had a high of around 9 cents. Look at this huge spike. We had this huge bear trend here, and now back where I think altcoin season is about to really kick off, we're seeing massive spikes trying to break up this past resistance. So I'm gonna get back to the chart because I wanna see the next levels where I can see the next leg up. So just zooming in here, and I'm looking at these spikes. If I go back in the past, I look for zones where I see some resistance. And I'm seeing resistance here at 2 cents, so that's 0.0249. The next level of resistance I'm really seeing is going to be there at 4 cents, so that's 0.0498. And one more, I see another resistance leg around 7 cents, so that's going to be 0.0764. All right, now that's going to give me the predictions of where price is going to want to go. Zooming in, I'm gonna look at my indicators, and what my indicators are showing me that it has now made its next leg up. So let me show you guys something here. Get my brush. As you can see, we're making higher lows, okay? And let me scroll in so you guys can see that a little more clear. All right, so you see these higher lows? That is bullish. That is very bullish to me. I want to see where this is going to come down. I want to see if it's going to bounce off this resistance line and become support for us. So if that becomes support for us, I'm going to say that the baseline needs to catch up to where price is. For me, right now, this can always come back down to our 382. It's still going to be very bullish to me. All right, so let me put that in yellow. It can also come down to our 50% retracement. And it's always a nice practice to even put your 618 in there if you don't think it's gonna go down that far, because if price does anything funny, you'll know where it can get caught, okay? Now, what I'm seeing with the baseline, I use a 50 EMA. The baseline is going past our 618 and price is already past our resistance zone. So I'm gonna look to see where the baseline is gonna come up. Maybe price can do something like consolidate up here, or maybe it take a dip to the support level, or it can even come down to our 382 or our 50% retracement. But I wanna see where this baseline is gonna catch, okay? It can either catch at our 382, or it can start to catch at our 50% retracement. It can even keep getting stretched and catch at our new support level. All right, so this is looking massive for me. I wish I would have got it to you guys a little sooner, because I was watching it build up toward this resistance level and it finally broke. So hey, you guys are welcome. Now I want to see for some extra buying opportunities, because our RSI is showing that it's touching a little at the overbought level. This can definitely get stretched, just like we've seen here. So this still has some possibility, has some massive upside, and it gets stretched there. But also I like to throw in my 50% line to see if it's going to tap this overbought area and then tap down there at the 50% retracement and consolidate, okay? Every time, as you've seen in this little staircase here, it consolidated and popped, consolidated and popped, consolidated and popped, okay? So those are the areas that you're gonna wanna look to buy, and the RSI is showing me that it's making a nice rhythm now. I wanna see if it's gonna hit down to our 50 line, or it's a possibility it can go into oversold area. And when it goes into oversold area, oh boy, that is where you will want to possibly load up. That's a great buying opportunity. Now again, I'm not letting you know what you do with your money. I'm just letting you know what I'll possibly be doing with my money. Now really quickly, let me look at our trend indicator. And again, the trend indicator, you see our green line heading over the red line. That means it is in a bullish formation. It is also touching in the zone where it may be overbought territory. I want to see how it's going to react now, because we are trading at our recent high. So I want to see if it's going to meet some resistance there or blast through it. Now, if it blasts through this again, it's going to look very bullish to me. But what I see, this was a wick. And I'm sorry guys, my chart is looking really messy right now. Well, let me get some of this out of here. All right, so what I'm seeing here, that this is a wick. That means it's showing bullish signs, but when it has these huge blocks, now I am now on the day chart. The day chart is showing me stronger signs that this is going to make continuous legs up, because look how fat these candles are. It's not no little wick ting. It's making fatter candles. It's a big candle ting, okay? So let me get back in here. The indicator shows that we may hit this overbought territory. I want to see if we're going to bounce off our zero line and consolidate before we start going higher, or possibly find a buy zone at oversold territory. Now again, if you guys are just watching my content for the first time, if it goes down this far, that does not mean that the price is going to go down that far on our chart. That just shows that the range is going to trade within a certain point. This is going to show some consolidation, or it may bounce over to our 382 or our 50% retracement. This is going to show a range where price action has been moving from the past to its current state. Now, I definitely want to see where this is going to take us, because like I said, this is looking very bullish and we're getting into the beginning of altcoin season. And I feel like this is going to be a possible zone for us to make some money. So that's my video on MetaHash. Now, if you like content like this, definitely subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like and comment on this video. Let me know what you're thinking. I feel like if you're looking to invest in Web 3.0, a completely decentralized web, this is a project you can get in at its infancy. Just look at the price yourself. Look at the charts. I mean, what else can I say? You can't come to me at the end of the bull run and say, why didn't you tell me about MetaHash sooner? I'm telling you as soon as I can, okay? And I feel like this is a great buy zone. I can't tell you how to invest your money. This is not financial advice. I can let you know what I'm doing with my money. And yeah, I think MetaHash is going to be a player if you're looking at a decentralized web play, and that is Web 3.0. So again, like, comment, and share, and definitely stay tuned, because I'm going to keep finding ways for this community to make money. And one of those ways is to make passive income. All right, see you on the next one.